Hi everyone, welcome to our Summer of Growth. This is week 2. Well done for jumping on, absolutely incredible. It's July the 16th, and just a bit of recognition for people that have completed the homework. I'm not too sure if who definitely has, but I've only got a few names, so if I've missed you, just pop it in the chat. So I've got Becky Bissell, Suzanne Monday, Joe Darcy, Carlone Carpenter, Agatha Former, Claire Rousel Smith. Myself, obviously, no doubt, Jennifer Cowiak. She always does everything. So if I've missed anyone, sorry guys, my WhatsApp and everything else has been all, I don't know what's been going on, but hey. Anyway, I just want to go on to the training. So Jennifer Cowie shared an incredible training by the amazing ERVP Stacy Woodford. And I just wanted to do my sort of training on that because it really touched me. And I thought it would be an amazing way for you guys. So it's about basically the 10 top tips to developing a VP mindset. And it's, you might have already heard of all this before, and you might think, well, yeah, I've heard it all before. But at the end of the day, until you are a VP or a national vice president, you're going to have to keep hearing this. You're going to be hearing the same thing over and over again because this is what it takes. And, I'm guilty of many times going, oh, I've done all that before. I've done it myself. But until I'm making that constant, consistent effort to be doing all of these things, then, I'm never going to stop. It doesn't matter how many times you hear it, it's just a different way of hearing it. So I just want to say a massive thank you as well to Danny for creating this group and Fiona for doing this Summer of Growth. I know they're both finding themselves in Egypt right now, but I just wanted to really put it out there and say a massive thank you for putting all this together. Because without them, we wouldn't be having these calls. So just a massive thanks. So you all know, most of you should know who I am. So I'm Stacey. I started my business 18 months ago. I'm an area manager. And I sort of come to the point where I didn't think that I knew the power of the business, but I weren't too sure if I could really take it to the top. So I was just happy to earn a couple of £200 a month. That's what I was looking for. But it's all in here. It's all about the mindset. It's all about what you really believe, and that's where you'll hear a lot about this. So your mindset goes to actions which give you results, and then it goes back around again. I'm not great at PowerPoint, so I don't have any PowerPoints. It's just me talking. I hope that's all right. But what you've just got to do is you've got to realise what's possible. And me going to these, so when I first joined the business and I met Danny online, my dad was really ill. I had all the excuses not to do the business because, my kids were in and out of hospital. I was sick myself. My dad then was sick. He was in a coma. I couldn't physically take anything else on, but something in me told me I had to do this for me to get the change that I needed in my life. And it's so much more than the business, like most of you know. Anyone new on here, you will get to know that it's all about the personal development. So I didn't have the time to fit this in. I was down the hospital almost every night going to see my dad. And in between that, I had to make sure my kids were okay because, when you've got kids with special needs and change, that doesn't work too well. But I just had to find a way to fit this in. And where there's a will, you'll find a way. And that's what I love about this. So it's all about the mindset. We all struggle and we all have fears and doubts, but it's about doing what we can to remove those and becoming the best possible person that we can. Oh, thanks. I'm not going to read the comments anymore. I'll read them at the end. So basically, we as consultants, as people in life, and I recommend this even if you don't have an Arbonne business, we need to be working on self-development every single day without fail. When I've had dips in my business and I've looked back and I'm like, I've stopped reading. I've stopped plugging into my training, which give me that boost. I've stopped listening to those audios. And it's happened quite a lot. I've stopped my affirmations. And I was like, whoa, that's a big connection when you realize when you stop doing the things you were doing to make you feel better, you start to feel crap again. So 90% of success is in the mind. So it's how you think. Don't let doubt take you out. It takes courage, not confidence. I love that by Cecilia Self. She's absolutely amazing. And mindset is a muscle. So the more you do it, the stronger you get. So it's a bit like if I was to get a six pack, I'd have to do a lot of work on that. A bit like my mindset before I started Arbonne. So you really do have to work on it like a muscle. So think of it like you're training in the gym. We need to train our brain. Years and years and years ago, I used to play a game on Nintendo, train your brain and see how you know all that crazy stuff. So, but the thing is, you realise that the more you've done that, the better you got. And that's just like in self-development. The more you do, the better you become. And it's a journey. It takes time. Every person's journey is different because we are different. So I used to compare myself terribly to Danny. I even at one point, I never admitted this, right? Even at one point, contemplated and dyeing my hair blonde. How crazy it was. And I need to put it out there because I used to just think to myself, like, people close to me knew that I was trying to be Danny, but they never knew that I was willing to go to that extreme, right? But I've never had blonde hair. I've only ever had this is my natural hair. But then I realised that it's not about who Danny is. It's her journey and what's made her get to where she gets to. This is not just her Arbonne journey. This is her journey in life. So for every one of us, this is about our journey. And the biggest thing I did wrong was compare. It's so easy to compare. So easy. I was like, right, Danny got to VP in 11 months. I'm doing it. Past 11 months, I was like, oh, rubbish. Oh, no, I can't do this business. I was still a DM. But you know what? Be grateful for where you are. You're where you are because of the effort you put in. And it's about being consistent. So, and at the end of the day, what I love, there was anything worth doing. I think this was Zig Ziglar. So anything worth doing is worth doing poorly before you can do it well. I just think to myself, do you know what? If you're willing to do it poorly at the beginning, so I did Arbonne really poorly at the beginning, but we all do. I was probably a bad mum at the beginning. I didn't know what to do. But you know what? We learn from experience. And that's what it's all about. You know, this is why I love this. We don't have to have a degree in Arbonne. We can learn on the job and still get paid while we're doing it. Yes, we're going to have knockbacks, like we did when we studied. You know, we might not have got the marks that we wanted to, but this is what this is about. Keep practicing until we become the best version of ourselves. So, you know, writing it down and practicing it. And go with, for me, I was so scared and about talking in public, and I've mentioned this in one of my last trainings at leadership. And the first one I did, I sat down and I cried. But you know what? The last time I got up at leadership, I was still scared. I was still shaking. I still had that adrenaline pumping in my body. But when I got on the stage, I was like, right, this is not fear. This is not anxiety. This is excitement. Because it's the same chemical reaction that's happening in the body. So you just tell yourself that it's excitement rather than you being scared. So it's just about becoming the real you, accepting who you are and loving that real you, because everybody will. You know, when you're trying to be someone else, you're not authentic. When you're being the real you, people are drawn to that. So yes, I was petrified, but you know what? We have to do the things we're scared of, because on the other side of fear is freedom. And that's what I've learned with feeling the fear and doing it anyway by, what are their names? But you guys all know. Let me just go back. I don't normally take notes, but I thought for this training I better, because I do go off on a whim a lot. So, and like this just said, I used to write everything down. Like, so when I first started this business, I said to Danny, right, she's going to do the Zoom, we're going to do an online launch. She goes, yeah. She goes, right, introduce yourself. So I'd write it all down, write everything down what I was going to say. And then I'd be like, and I couldn't go with it naturally. Whereas I'm the type of person who likes to have bullet points, but I can then literally talk from my heart, because that's how I come across better rather than trying to read through a page. Like, for me, it doesn't come out naturally. So I like just to be able to follow my bullet points and then, you know, get on with it. But don't let fear take you out. Like I said, on the other side of fear is freedom, and freedom feels bloody awesome. I tell you. I learned that in Vegas. I felt the most freest I've ever felt coming back from GCC, and I've tried to put that in my everyday life. And not only that, we are in a business for ourselves, but we're not by ourselves. So please don't be a lone ranger. Please plug into these trainings. Do little blitzes, do what it is that you need to come together as a team, because we lean on each other. And not only that, we all spur each other on. You know, we all give us that boost. Everyone here is rooting for each other for their success. That's what I love about people in Arbonne. So is personal development a priority for you? If it's not a priority, it needs to be a priority. Okay. A really good book that is not printed anymore by Zig Ziglar called See You at the Top. That's a book that Stacy recommends. It's amazing. So I can't wait to get that book and start reading it. So there'll be lots of little bits you'll be able to go on YouTube and stuff like that. But a particular chapter on there she mentioned was self-esteem and self-image. So what does that look like? Because it takes, so this takes us on to the first point really. It stops doubting and trust. So when we think the right thoughts and combine it with the right action and a huge vision, it's good. You're going to build this business. It's just going to happen. Yeah. So things that you're scared of, that you're struggling to do, you've still got to do it. Stop doubting it. Doubt. Don't have that lack of belief. Do you know what? And the biggest thing that I've noticed as well, which is what was on this trend that I watched, was that doubt, fear, being scared, all of these negative shows in your body, shows in your voice, shows in your body language. I didn't know that. I didn't get that. So when I was saying to people, like, when I'm feeling a bit crappy and I'm feeling like I'm going to get a negative response because I'm not feeling quite great about myself, I might send out some messages and I instantly get no's. I instantly get that because people see it as this is a business. And if we're not coming across and committed to this business, people see that. People see that. So, our bodies show doubt. You really need to look, you really need to, that's why we need to work so much on mindset. Because if we truly believe in ourselves and truly believe in the business and the product, it's going to show, it's going to come across. And not only that, this business can be fun. We've had a lot of fun, guys. Like, we go to Vegas, we've got Glasgow, we've got AAC, we have these little leadership meetings. We had this Conkers, this fun day out. We've got a Christmas do. Like, just be part of all of that because it's a lot of fun and it makes you feel good. And when you're doing something, when you're having a good time doing what you love, you never have to work a day in your life. So that's what I love about it. And you just need, do you know what? So Stacy, when she closes her party, she's like, this is what I need to get good at. So this is why I definitely want to train this. So she said about being bold with your words. So, and even if, and you've got to create trust. So, this business is gonna get you. So this is what she said. This business is gonna get you home with your kids. I know this business is gonna, she said, do you know this business is gonna replace her teaching income? She had no evidence, but she's gonna do it anyway. And you need to trust that you're going to be a good leader. Stop hiding. And what I love as well is stop being a closet Arbonne consultant. So many people are out there and people, what do you do? Oh, I'm a stay-at-home mum, if that's what you are. You could be many other things, obviously. And but now I'm like, oh, I'm a health and wellness consultant. And I love helping people making the right decisions in their life with nutrition and skincare and being able to advise them and help them create their dreams and goals. And people are like, bloody hell, that's a good job to have. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Would you like to know more? It's just about when you're loving what you do, it comes across when you're offering that to somebody. So stop doubting and let people see how amazing you are. Everyone on this call is frigging awesome. I'm telling you, because you're here. The top 5% of people in this business are on this call. Yeah. So showing up is the first thing you have to do to become successful. And you're here, so you're awesome. You guys have got it, right? So yeah, and not only that, and she was saying, trust in God or the universe, whatever it is that you may believe. And I love that because it's true. Everybody has a belief, whatever that belief may be. Some of our beliefs need to change, believing that we're not good enough. We are awesome. We are here. We started this for a reason. So don't let fear stop you from continuing the journey. And plan on purpose. So we have a plan and purpose for our life, and we're on a journey. And I feel, so I listened to a little bit of Tony Robbins as well. So, and I feel, and this is a great quote from him, life does not happen to us, it happens for us. So the amount of times I've gone in the hospital, it could be, we spent a whole of Christmas in hospital one year. And like, why is this happening? Why? And by changing my mindset, I was like, okay, what have I got to learn? So now, if we're in the hospital or if something bad happens, what can I learn from this? Where can I change? What can I do? And sometimes just accepting that life is not always up is enough. Accepting that you need that time out, and that's okay. But don't make excuses, yeah? And not only that, you guys are special, and we've got something special to share. So we have to. We need to focus on a plan, and we have a plan. We have an incredible success plan. So it's about following it. And you know what? It's okay to make mistakes. I've made many. You can ask my amazing district manager, Denise. No, she started with me from the beginning, and then she was like, "No, I can't do this no more." And I was a crap leader. I was learning. I did say to her, like, I don't know everything. And she's come back and she's like, "Wow, you really have changed a lot." And I'm like, "Yes, my mindset. I've changed because I realised some of the things that I did weren't right. But that's okay because we learn from mistakes. Same as I've learned from mistakes with my little rascals. We do in everything that we do. We learn from our mistakes. And if we don't, that mistake's going to keep happening. One, whilst it's meant to be in bed. Not setting a bedtime routine, mistake learned, right? Good night. And it's okay. Also, it's okay to get stuck, but this is what happened to me. So when I went to Area Qual, May last year, I was like, yes, it was hard work though, right? Really hard work. And I was like, yes. Then it was just like, crap. The team was like, you know what? I can't do this right now. And I felt rubbish. So do you know what I did? Come out to calls, got down onto Zoom, and I backed away. And I took a break. I was like, no, I can't cope with that. But the best thing that we need to do is lean in to our support network. Lean in to these Zoom trainings. Recharge. It's normal to go into qual or to get to so many people, to get to a level and then drop again. That's just what happens. It's our journey. So some people's journey goes straight to the top. Some people go up and down around the houses, in that shop, out that shop, down there again and back up again. It's that person's individual journey. So just enjoy that journey that you're on. Yes, sometimes you don't want to enjoy the journey. You just want to get to the top. But that's why we're not going to move anywhere. We need to love where we are. Love the people where they are, that we are mentoring, because we've still got things to do and grow, and that's the thing. We've got to keep growing to be able to keep learning. So when we are stuck, we just need to get the sidelines, the uplines, all the lines you can think of. Just lean in, get into them Zooms, get onto those audios. The time you've got to do it is when you don't want to do it, and I learned the hard way that way. So I was like, Danny, it's not for me anymore. I can't do it. And she was like, so she said to me, she went, "Oh, all right then." I was like, what? What do you mean, all right then? Like, you meant to be going. Oh, you can do it, Stacy, or whatever. I don't know what I expected from her. She went, "Oh, okay then. All right then." And I was like, it made me think, go, nah, I'm doing it anyway. And it gave me that little kick up the bum. That I loved the way she did that. And I was like, no, I want to do it. So yeah, remember, it starts with a dream and a struggle, then a victory, yeah? And trust. When there's faith in the future, there is, I love this by John C. Maxwell. So when there's faith in the future, there is power in the present. And that is so true. Like when I was going for area, Danny's like, okay, yeah, when you get there, I was like, yeah, I'm already there. I'm an area already. I know I am. Because I knew how to guide my team. I knew that I wanted to give my all to my team because they're incredible. And I knew I knew that Steve was already a district manager. I just knew all this. And then it happened. So it's just about trusting, and because the now becomes so powerful. God, the universe brings it all into play. And all those little things add up. All those little beliefs, all that little bit of over time, the constant mindset training and all of the coaching, all adds up, which is great. Second one is gratitude. Okay, so attitude. So Danny always says to me, I love your attitude, you just do it anyway. You're really hard working and you just do it. And I'm like, yeah, because one of the first books I read was Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. So now in my brain is, if I'm scared, I'll go do it. I'll try and find out what my fears are, then I'll go and do it. So I was petrified of heights. So when I went to GTC, I said I was going to go onto the zip line. And I was like, yeah, everyone's doing it. And everyone was like, no. And everyone done it. And I was the one that was absolutely cracking my pants. But on the stairs, I was fine. As soon as I got on the zip wire, I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. But I did it. And then the second one was when we went to Concord, and I did the high wire challenge. And I cried all the way round. and then sobbed in Suzanne's arms. Sobbed like you wouldn't believe. Not because I'd done it, but because I was just so scared and overwhelmed with that unbelievable, the fear. Oh, it's petrifying. But you know what? I did it. And I knew that I'm not saying do things that are going to put yourself into immediate danger, right? Because I was protected. I was on a wire. There was netting underneath in places as well. So don't put yourself in danger, obviously. But if you're scared of something but you know you can't come to harm, go and do it. What are you waiting for? Like I said, on the other side of fear is freedom. And I want to say as well, tell me something. So write in the comments. Tell me something that's going good in your life right now. So write in the comments for me. What is going good for you right now? Great. Amazing. Well done, James. Yeah. Great, Alex. Personal growth is key, guys. I didn't realise. Well done. Yeah. Self-esteem. Yeah. Confidence. Yeah. Yeah. Well done, Lucy. Yeah. Fears. Relationship. Yeah. 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 Well done. Well done, guys. Absolutely incredible. And that's what it's about, concentrating on what's going well in our lives and not what's not going so well. Right, shut the chat. And gratitude is your first step to prosperity. So people are watching us. People are watching us and watching what we're doing. So if you've got a team, they're watching what you're doing and they're gonna mirror that, like our kids mirror. So I'll go to the kids are really driving up, like, shut up, like, please. And then when they're really cross, they'll tell me to shut up. I'm like, how dare you talk to me like that? But then I just done it to them. So it's just about being the right mirror you want to be, yeah. And all of you here are worthy of success. Every single one of you. So I want one of your affirmations to be, I am worthy of success. Put that down in your affirmation list, please. And celebrate the good stuff. Like, what are you guys doing to celebrate these little hurdles that you are doing? Are you treating yourself? What would it be to a new personal growth book? Would it be a trip to getting your nails done? Would it be a massage? I always have a massage from my amazing Amanda. And you've got to treat yourself. Give yourself that. We know we've got that inner child in us. And we know our kids need treats if they've done well. We're no different. I'm not anyway. I like a treat. And you know what? You need to treat yourself. So I now put down every month, which I need to get back on doing, is I book a monthly massage, no matter what. No matter what. Book that, something that you love to do. And take time out for you. We deserve it. You deserve it. And please, all of you, if you haven't yet, one of your homeworks, so I know we're mid-training, but one of your homeworks has to be get yourself a gratitude diary, please. If you want, you can do it in a more fun way and involve the children and get yourself a gratitude jar. So it'd be a little jar with loads of little post-it notes like this. You can decorate up whatever you want to do. And I want you to write at least 5 things every day and pop it in that you're grateful for. If you want to do it in a journal, do it in a journal. If not, make it fun with the kids and make sure it's a daily thing. You can do it at dinner time, so when you're all sitting down having dinner, the kids can write their little daily thing that they're grateful for, that they're thankful for, that they enjoyed about their day, and then we can do ours. And it's about getting into that habit. We started that and we stopped. So now that's my own homework as well. We sit at dinner time and write our little gratitude jar or our little gratitude list. Involving the kids is really important because we want them to see this journey before they become an adult. We want them to learn this now. So yeah. Then number 3 is see the best. So do you see the best in people and in everything you do? I must admit, it does take practice, because the amount of times I've gone, right, I've offered this person the opportunity, I don't think I did it justice. I can't mentor them. Oh, I'm not good enough leader. And then I'd message Danny 1,001 things. How can I be a better leader? And then I'd be like, oh, they're not going to do it. They're not going to see the faith in me. How can I train anyone? And then they wouldn't take it. So it's about seeing the best in yourself, but seeing the best in people as well. It does take practice. So, how I love a book that I read So this is a little book recommendation, and it's called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I found that that really helped me in my perspective with other people and how I can help those and how I can serve. So I love that book. Thank you for putting all the book recommendations up. And I'm going to ask you a question and pop your comments in the little chat. Are you a half glass full, and be honest, or a half glass empty type of person? What are you? Good. Well, Jane, you can change that now, right? Okay, so for the guys of you saying that it's full, well done. For the guys of you that saying it's empty, bloody massive well done, because you've admitted it to yourself and others and that you're willing to change. So another affirmation is, I am willing to change, okay? It really, I love that. I'm willing to change. I'm willing. And you know what? Louise L. Hay says, the change happens here. So hold your throat and look in the mirror and say, I'm willing to change. This is meant to be more powerful. I love Louise L. Hay. If you haven't, look at, she has a set on YouTube. She has You Can Heal Your Life, the full audio, and self-esteem affirmations on there as well, which I listen to every single day. And my favorite affirmation is, I'm lovable because I exist. I love that. Okay, so your attitude will make or break your success. So you've got to really develop that mindset, which is going back to the mindset, the action, you know, it gives you results. So we all get cancellations, we all get no-shows. Me and Jen and Kelly were just talking about this. I even was so scared. So I was arranging to meet this guy. This was last summer. Arranging to meet this guy, and I was like, yep. But I was so scared to tell him the day before we were meeting, okay, he's still on. And I went all the way to the coffee shop with my bag of products, and I sat there with my mint tea, and I messaged him going, hey, I'm sitting here with my nice mint tea waiting for you. And he was like, oh, shit, I forgot. And I was like, but I was so scared to remind him that I went there and wasted my time. But it's okay, because I went and you've got to make other friends, right? So if you get into that situation, then just go and find some friends. It's fine, just go and talk to anyone, even talk to the people that made your coffee. But yeah, so it just goes, like we always say, when you make an appointment, say the day before, okay, you're still up for it. If they don't message you, then I send them a message again, or I try to call them. This is a really good tip from Fiona. And she said, like, if you don't get a recall, a reply, then she'll say, do you know what, I'm not going to turn up there if I've not heard from you, and leave it at that. So it's great. And every single morning when we wake up, I love this, what Don Johnson said, and it's true, we have to re-sponsor ourselves. That can be a good thing, or that can be a bad thing, because we can go, oh, we're not doing it today, or, you know, we can tell us that we're going to show up, we've got to do this, we know what we've got to do, follow the tracker. Ours is a tracker, right? So are you sick and tired of the feeling that you're not good enough? Old habits of thinking, they come back in. So that's what I found. Like at the beginning of my journey, I was like, yeah. I was really excited when I first heard about this, you know, this amazing opportunity. I was thinking, why am I excited no more? What's happened? Like, why have I lost that excitement? And I have to think back of what excited me in the first place. And do you know what it was? I was so excited, but because I learned and I was doing self-development, the old niggly things came back in, like, oh, you're not going to be able to do that, Stacy. You're not good enough. You don't deserve it. So it's about working on that self-esteem. It's really important, because what you believe you will achieve, it's really, really true. You know, at the end of the day, we are good enough, and we're on this journey for a reason. So what is your reason? Why are you doing this? Create a big why and just go for it. Rita Davenport says, whatever we are looking for is looking for us. That's another one of her little affirmations. She always puts it out there. So whatever I am looking for is looking for me. Yeah? You know, and do you, oh, so they always talk about the miracle morning. I do need to do this a bit more, to be honest with you. I do need to get up an hour earlier. So she was saying, you know, do you allow yourself to have that lay-in, or get up an hour early to get your day started, to get those daily intentions set? And you know what? That's what I need to improve on, most definitely. Yes, I am tired. We can all put those excuses in, and we get up with the baby, etc. But we've just got to make sure we've got that time. What are you willing to give up for you to achieve your dreams. Yeah, there's always got to be some sort of sacrifice, I believe, because if we carry on doing what we're doing, we're going to carry on getting what we're getting. You know, but if we don't change, nothing changes, right? So we need to change something. And it's about being committed to that action. And also, what are you focusing on? You know, what books are you reading? Are you following the tracker? I hope not. Are you following the tracker? You know, are you scheduling? We have to schedule scheduling. Like in my diary, if I don't schedule the time that I'm actually meant to be, if I don't book in my diary the times I'm meant to be doing Arbonne, I don't do Arbonne. So it's about scheduling, putting that time in, being consistent. So, and there was a book recommendation called Today. I don't know. I can't even read me. I'm writing. Being a new, I don't know. I'll try and find out what it is and I'll post it later. Anyway, 5 is act as if, and this is so true. So this is another reason why I wanted to be Danny. Act as if you're a VP, right? So dress the part, act the part. You know, this is a business, a serious business. To treat it like business. Are you treating it like a business or like a hobby? You know, or you know, if you're happy to treat it like a hobby and get hobby results, that's fine as long as you're happy with that. Yeah. And you've got to take it seriously because if we don't take this seriously, people will not take us seriously when we're offering the opportunity. Yeah, and that's really something that I got when I stepped back from the business and I was sort of doing Arbonne and trying to put it out here and there. I wasn't getting the results because I wasn't all in. I didn't have that full belief that I could do it. So it's just about being serious that this is a business and set your business hours. How many hours are you willing to dedicate to your business and set that in your diary? And I must admit, the stress of a full calendar is much nicer than the stress of an empty one. When you're going for a goal and you've got nothing in your diary, you are cracking your pants. Well, I am anyway. So it's about not getting to that point of going, oh shit, like I need to maintain and I haven't got nothing booked into my diary. What am I going to do now? You know, you really do have to get that in place. Book months in advance if you have to, especially over the summer period. People are going on holiday, yes, but the whole point of this summer of growth is not everyone's on holiday at the same time. There are weeks here, weeks there, and not everybody's on holiday. There's so many people out there can't afford to go on holiday. So we need to be there to go, do you know what? Let's help you, you, and you, and you. You can have a holiday this time next year. And that's what happened. It's just amazing. How much of your time is being goal focused? That's a very good question. How much of your time is being goal focused rather than being busy? The amount of times I think that she's busy, Robin. Oh yeah, I'm really busy. So busy, can you believe it? Here, there, and everything. Doing this, doing that. You know what? It was just being busy in life rather than being busy in Arbonne and having that Arbonne focus in the, you know, that productive activity. And instead of making sure that you're having whatever goal you've got, having that activity in place. So my goal for my activity is to have a minimum of 4 events each week. That's my minimum activity that I want, that my goal is. So I need to get that booked in. But you can't do that the last week of the month. People are based out. So you need to book it in advance. Okay, if you're going to get cancellations, that's fine. I'd rather be overbooked and thinking like, I can't do this, to being like, oh crap, my only party cancelled, now what? See the difference, right? And you know what? Be part of the team. So plug in. Don't be a lone ranger. And like I said to you, when I was having that low back last May, me coming out was worse for me than staying in. So it's about staying in and let people, you know, just feeding off other people's energy. It's amazing. It doesn't help you to pull away. It helps you to lean in. You know, people want you to be successful. Go where your VP goes. And I think that's why I followed Danny around like Blue Eyes Fly. You know, she said to me when I first joined, I joined in this January, she said, go to Vegas. And I was like, I can't go to Vegas. How can I have to justify that to my family? I think I'm going on a jolly up. So I didn't go. I made every excuse under the sun. But you know what? When I saw that, I was like, I am never missing a GTC. So this year I went and I was like, woo! I had the best time of my life, and we deserve that freedom as well as that business. We learned from it, not just business-wise, but for personal growth too. And I know a lot of my lovely ladies on the team were like, I so wish we were there. I'm never missing a GTC again. And that's exactly what I felt when I missed my first one. You don't realise how important it is. You really don't. So yeah, go to AAC. You know, Do what it takes. And, you know, number 7, commitment. We're nearly at the end now. Sorry. So, you know, be the last consultant standing. That's something that I would never give up. Never give up. Do this until what? What's your goal? VP, MVP, ENVP? Until you help people achieve their dreams, until you are able to give back, until you'll be able. What is your why? You know, and settle in your mind. Nothing will stop you. Do you plug in to everything? You know, and have a never quit attitude. Don't have a back door. You know, I'll give it so many months, and if it doesn't work for me, I'll just leave it. With this sort of business, it's all in your mindset, so you can't have that sort of attitude. It takes a minimum of 5 consistent years to really see the benefits of this business. Are you giving it? Are you willing to give it 5 years? Are you? And because I know if I was to work in a 9-to-5 job, that there wouldn't be a possibility of me earning £15,000 a month. With this, there's that opportunity. So what are you willing to do? So, you know, and because you're on this journey and you get, and you know, when you have your doubts and, you know, people are not buying, you've had about 500 no's and possibly a maybe, and you're like, oh, I can't do this business. It ain't for me. I'm not cut for it. Do you know what? You said yes, so yes, you are cut for it. You've just got to learn. You've just got to learn a new way. Okay? You can do it. All of you on here can bloody well do it. You're bloody amazing. Disappointment's normal. It's normal. You know, just stay on course, read it. Another good book I've not read and I can't wait to read it. It's called Dare to Dream and Work to Win by Tom Barrett. Can't wait for that. So what's your commitment? What are you willing to commit to? You know, and number 8 is how can I serve? And I'm going to give you a example of this because this is the biggest thing I've learned. I used to go out there to get people to buy so I could be a district manager. Right? I'm going to put it out there. I was so desperate to be a district manager. Yes, I wanted to help people, especially because I'm plant-based vegan, especially because I hate toxic ingredients. But I wanted my success more than I wanted their benefit. Okay? So what I've learned from this is how much you give. So I've got 2 particular people that my heart is with them, and I'm helping them on their 30 days of healthy living and beyond. But I don't just give them the program. I go around there every week and I'll weigh them. I show them how to make chia puddings. I show them what they need to do. They are considerably overweight, but they're willing to change that. So their willingness to change is my willingness to help them. And in total, for the first 2 weeks, they've lost 20 pounds between them, which is phenomenal. They've made massive changes in health already. They've noticed the benefits, you know. And I'll say to them, do you know what? It's not just about what you're eating. You need to work on your mindset. So I'll give them little affirmations. I'll say to them, book recommendations. And if they're willing to take it on, great. It's about how can we help and benefit the people we're trying to help? How can we serve? So for another instance, if you haven't got anyone to help that way, send somebody a text message. Say to them, hey, how are you? Or, do you know what, I've been thinking about you. I'd love to treat you for coffee. Little things like that. Send a card. So I love these little butterfly things. And every now and again, something's popping in my head. And I'm like, oh, actually, I'm going to pop these little butterfly things from, I can't remember it's from, but they're like little cards. And I sent it to my friend. She's like, oh my God, that made me cry. It made me jump because it come out, everyone's flying around the room. But it's just that unexpected bit of no cards, the unexpected kindness, the unexpected thought that means a lot to people. You know, so just pop that in. And stop holding back. You know, take the focus off you. Take the focus off you and just say, how can I serve? What can I do? Listening. Listening is the biggest thing. I always talk too much. People that know me on here know that I don't shut up. And now I've practiced my listening. We have 2 ears, 2 eyes for a reason, and only 1 mouth. Because we really need to focus on what we can help other people. Observe, listen. Do you know what I mean? So, and give people your full attention. So the amount of times I've been like doing hard on and people talk to me, I'm like, yeah, but they feel I'm not listening to them. So now I've put my phone down and away and give them, yes, Sophia, what can I do to help you? Or whatever it is. Give them people that full attention. They appreciate. I know what I feel like when my husband's tickling my hair, but he's on his phone. I'm like, are you for real? I want your full attention. I want a hug. I want a cuddle, whatever. Like, I don't want you to sit on your phone. And it's true. Give that person your full attention. If you're with a coffee, and you're going for lunch with a friend, put your phone away. If you're showing pictures, great. Take pictures, great. on silent and, you know, just leave it be. And number, I don't know what number one. Anyway, it's called Power of Your Tongue is the next one. Good or bad. So it's great to speak in life into ourselves and others, but also the amount of times I've gone to people and always complained about the kids' illnesses. You know, I personally hate being around people that are just so negative because I feel like it brings me down. I'm like, oh, so I stop myself and think, right, okay, this is what's happening right now, but what can I do to turn it around? I'm not saying stop complaining or people don't go through rough times, because they do. So we just need to find another way, because all of us are on our own journeys and we all have our own struggles. But the only way I feel that I've really worked through mine is through mindset, and I'm still working through loads of mine as well. So personal development and personal growth is our responsibility. It's your responsibility. We can't do that for you. We don't know what needs, not fixing, but what needs improving. So our personal growth and personal development, which is the biggest thing in our business, is our responsibility. But you guys can do it. And there's a really good book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which is quite beneficial as well. And you know, there was a quote, but I couldn't write it all down. Yeah, but it's that private victories come first before public ones. So what you do in private will show up, basically. You know, and there's another, I think another book called Change Your Words, Change Your Voice. So another book that I want to read. There's lots of these book recommendations that I really, really can't wait to get stuck in. And the last, I think it's the last one, is acting despite fear, which I've touched on earlier. So what you can either stop or propel yourself. You know, even when you're scared, you need to constantly improve that muscle, because you get better. Like I explained about me training at leadership, you know, you get better at approaching people that I approach now would never approach before. And it's about that, you know, we've got to choose to be our best self, and have no limit to what, there is no limit to what we can achieve. There's only the limit we put in our mind. So what limit and beliefs are you setting for yourself? You know, we need to turn those faults that we've got, we need to try and turn around, find a way. And power is beautiful, and you can achieve anything you want to achieve. Last question, are you in it to win it? Woo! So get yourself a gratitude diary, please. Writing it every day, or a gratitude jar. That's your homework. Choose one of those books and read them or listen to them via Audible, and follow your tracker. They're the 3 bits of homework that I've got for you guys. So get a personal development book, because that's key. Action. So follow the tracker and we'll get your results. Yeah. I hope that was all right for you guys. If you've got any questions, please pop them in. I'm just going to try and go through the chat, because I didn't